Jim White. I'm a professor at the University of Colorado Boulder, and I'm the lead author on a new National Research Council report on abrupt climate change. Our committee took a look at the issue of climate change, and in particular, rapid climate change. Those changes that occur faster than we can adapt to easily from an economic sense or from a social sense. There are really two kinds of abrupt climate change that we need to worry about. One is an abrupt change in the climate system itself, such as a change in precipitation or a change in temperature or an abrupt increase in sea level rise. The other is an abrupt threshold that's triggered by a slowly changing climate. So climate can change gradually, but yet push other aspects of human-built systems or ecological systems over the edge, if you will, into a tipping point. An example would be the extinction of a species when temperatures rise to a certain point. That's an abrupt change. Another example would be as sea level rises, the probability that a storm surge will occur in which a subway entrance system like in New York is overtopped. If the water's too low, it doesn't go in. 6 inches higher and you've got a real mess. One of the abrupt changes that we categorized as unknown but very worrisome is the West Antarctic ice sheet and its ability to raise sea level and to raise it rapidly. Currently sea level is rising at roughly 3 feet per century. That's the projection by 2100. One can imagine sea level rising even 3 times faster, which is well within the bounds of the paleo record that we have. 3 feet in 30 years would be far more alarming, and the West Antarctic ice sheet is capable of that kind of sea level increase. We don't know enough about how that ice sheet functions, and we do need to study it more, and we do need to model it more. Other abrupt changes that we used to think were very serious could possibly drop down on the list of things that might happen in the coming century or so. A good example of that would be changes in North Atlantic circulation. We don't think that this is going to be an abrupt change concern. We thought 10 years ago that this might be an important part of what we should monitor for abrupt change. We now know that the likelihood of that happening in the next century is low. One of the, I'd say probably more surprising parts of our study was that methane, which is stored as carbon in large quantities in both permafrost and also methane itself in deposits in ocean sediments. There's little evidence that this methane could be released abruptly in a matter of a few decades and cause an abrupt climate change. There are, however, other parts of the system that we now think are well worth our investigations. One abrupt change that's happening today is the loss of Arctic sea ice. Arctic sea ice is shrinking very rapidly in the summertime. We are already seeing resource extraction going on in the north, and we'll see more and more of this. Critical in the report is a call for an abrupt change early warning system. The way to do that is to have a system in which we monitor the physical environment, we model how the physical environment functions, and then we take the information from that and we feed it into models for how to communicate, to be able to inform people without alarming people. We need to be able to protect those assets that we have in harm's way. And those assets are considerable. The knowledge is out there. It should be put together and action should be taken.